Back here at Sunbelt Conference Football Media Days here from the Superdome, and we're talking with Associate Head Coach and new Offensive Coordinator Jamey Chadwell. And Jamey, it certainly is great to have you on board as a Chanticleer coach. And before we get started talking about this season, certainly we want to send out our thoughts and prayers to Coach Moglia as he's undergoing a procedure this week. And again, great to have you on board, and let's talk a little bit Chanticleer football.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. It is something I wasn't planning for sure, but we definitely need to pray for Coach Moglia, and he's going to do fine. Just a precautionary surgery that he's having, but I'm thankful to be representing him and be representing Coastal Carolina football in our first, true year of being in the Sun Belt, and we're looking forward to the competition that this league has. It's a great league, as we saw last year, the best year in the history of the Sun Belt Conference, and we're thankful to be a part of it and feel like we've got something to show too.
$64,000 question. Who's the quarterback?
That's a big-time question. You know, right now we have an open competition. I thought our spring was good, but nobody really solidified the job. And so this fall camp that starts here soon will be, the key determining factor. We've got a couple new guys on campus that will be competing for the job, and it's wide open. The thing that we have to do is we've got to get somebody that'll take care of the football for us, and help us make some first downs and not put us in some bad situations. And once we identify that person, we'll let you know.
Dalton Demos is back, a former Chanticleer quarterback. Tell us how that came about.
Well, it's something that I think he had reached out to Coach Moglia, way back when, before some of this happened, after maybe when the season got over, where he was at, like, hey, I'm interested in coming back. Maybe shouldn't have left the first time, and really appreciated the opportunity they had here. And probably, too, he saw the quarterback situation. Hey, I got a shot. So we went through a whole process with him getting in grad school. The NCAA had to get a waiver for the NCAA-wise for him to be able to transfer back because he'd already transferred before. And we got that waiver probably went through maybe 2 weeks ago is when we found out that we knew there's a possibility, but we didn't know if they were going to get that waiver or not. And it came back about 2 weeks ago, and he's been on campus since July 11th doing what he needs to be doing to try to get in the competition.
How will your offense look different from what the Chanticleers have run in the past?
Well, from last year with the injuries that they had, I don't know if it's going to be as much difference as it was last year. Now, from the heyday of Alex Ross and throwing it 40 or 50 times a game, it'll be a lot different from that. We will try to mix in, obviously, the run in the past, but we will try to control more of the clock maybe than that's happened in the past. And the way we do that, it might be throwing the ball short, it might be obviously running the ball a little bit differently, but the number one goal is to get in the end zone, so we're going to figure out how to do that.
What do you think the key for this football team is going to be able to step into the football bowl subdivision here and be competitive?
Well, I think two things. One is we have to have a great understanding, a great respect for how good the league is, knowing that every week we're going to face an opponent that can beat us. And I think maybe in the past that's not been the case because we've been a lot better than a lot of people. And so I think that's the mindset of our guys, knowing we got to play at a high level each week because of the teams that we're playing, us just now getting in the conference, them being in it. I think that's a challenge. And two, I don't know if we're going to have a lot of room for error. We've got to be able to not turn it over. We've got to be able to, if there's an interception, be able to throw on defense, be able to pick off on defense. We got to get it. We got to make those little plays consistently until we build our depth, until we continue to recruit the type of players that we need to be successful in the Sun Belt. So I think you're going to have to see a team really take care of the football, play for each other, and take advantage of any little miscue that we can to have a chance to be successful in the long term.
Obviously, you were extremely successful at Charleston Southern, had a great run down there. What was it that led you to take the job as offensive coordinator and associate head coach here at Coastal?
Well, two reasons. One was knowing what Coastal Carolina stood for, one as an institution, the academic institution, making this jump to the Sun Belt, want to be a part of that. And then secondly, Coach Moglia and what he stands for, our band principles, the LAF, what the mission that he believes in. That's something that nobody in the country does. And to have an opportunity to be under him, learn from him, and the way that he gets his team and his players to play for him, I wanted to be a part of that because being a competitor of him, seeing him from the outside, knowing what I thought I knew about him, and then being with him every day, and just the way that he cares for these kids, I wanted to be a part of that, and I felt like it's too good to pass up.